In this chapter, we're going to take a look at something called banner automation. And basically, if you're unfamiliar with Photoshop actions, they are hugely powerful. So I came up with this idea a few months ago when I was designing a banner set for a client, and I thought it was so, well, I think you can agree that it's so tedious having to manually replicate all of these banners for all the different sizes, especially if you're working with a larger number of banners, like up to 15 or 20. So a lot of your work is spent not on just designing, but more just tedious worker bee type work. So I thought of a way to really speed things up, and that is through both actions and also script files, which I'll get into a little bit more later. So basically, these actions right here allow us to, let me switch over to this document, allow us to take any of the design that we place here, and when we click Process Banners, it will automatically translate all of that design to all of these banners. So I'll just go ahead and click play real quick without really customizing any of these. And so you'll see over here in the layers window, it's automatically duplicating and replicating all of these text layers and the object layers as well. And this is something that you could definitely set up yourself as well for a number of different purposes. So if we move this out of the way here, we can see that it has duplicated all of these and set them up in somewhat of an organized fashion. So on the site that I created for this, and by the way, I'll be giving away these some of these for free, these banner set templates. Basically, the way I set this up is through text layers and object layers. So you saw previously over here, we have 2 text layers, for example, and 3 of these object layers. Now, the object layers can be anything. You can stick anything on these layers, from photos to buttons to anything, really. And the text layers here, you have full control over all the color, font, and the wording, obviously, etc. So based on the banner set that we created, we can see that we basically have 2 different text layers. And if you count the join now and the free, that would technically be 4, but I'm going to make those object layers actually. So we have the logo, which is an object layer, the button, and the corner area right here. That's 3 object layers and then 2 text layers. So if we sort this by 2 text layers and 3 object layers, we come up here with this banner set, which is called Cadmium, and I named these after elements. And we can see here that there's just some really quick templates to get you started. But basically, in the next lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how we can take this right here, this design, and manually recreate it here in this banner, and then use the actions to take out all the tedious work that was involved with replicating, especially over 15 banner sizes. Then I'll show you how we can use the background replication action, which is very handy for quickly changing the backgrounds on all these, which is instant. And then also saving these, which it will save every single one of these banners within about 10 seconds. And then also it will also animate these banners by taking the title layer, which obviously it doesn't have to be your text goes here, it can be anything, and it will animate that automatically through opacity. All right, I will see you then.